We have a brand new product on the channel today, and it's this from Autoglym. It's their 2-in-1 advanced wheel cleaner. So this product's a 2-in-1, but what does it actually mean? Well, for those of you who are new to the world of detailing, you may notice across social media, you'll find multiple posts where people have a static camera, they do a time lapse, they clean a wheel, and during that cleaning process, that wheel turns purple. This process is called iron fallout removal, and it takes a special kind of product to do the job. Now, one huge drawback of using fallout removers is, yes, they can remove the metal contaminants, but no, they can't actually clean your wheels. Doesn't sound right, does it? So normally what happens is when you're a detailer, you would use a wheel cleaner on all 4 wheels, get those wheels looking as clean as possible first, and then you'll be left with these little black dots embedded into the alloys. That's when products like fallout removers come into play, and then you remove it afterwards. But for those of you cleaning your car on a weekend, I don't think that's going to be much of an option. You just want to get the car clean as quickly as possible. However, this has been developed for those of you who simply don't have time to carry out a deep clean on the wheels twice, and you just want to get detailer results instantly, and I kind of like that. So this is a brand new product for Autoglym, but it's definitely not a brand new product for the market. We've seen Maguire's with their ultimate wheel cleaner, Turtle Wax did something similar, and we've also got a premium brand here from Yum Cars as well. So 2-in-1 cleaners are definitely nothing new, but why don't we see many of them out there? Well, to be honest with you, the sheer cost of research, development and putting it to market is going to be so high, there's going to be a lot of detailing brands out there that simply just won't make any money from it. So companies do face a huge problem, because if they sold it in bulk, they have to keep those costs down to keep the detailer happy. But Joe Public wouldn't really understand that side of things. It would just be the pro detailers who like to use many different types of wheel cleaners because they don't just experience the same type of wheel on a daily basis. I've seen many pro detailers just stick with fallout removers, alkaline wheel cleaners, acid-based wheel cleaners. There's so many different options out there to choose from. I just think something like this may not be what they're trying to target. So in fact, this is purely going to be something for a domestic market, which means that if you're going into Halfords and you see something like a 500ml bottle for £20, you're not going to pay for it because you're going to look at it and go, well, it's too much money. So at that point, detailing brands are simply not going to make much money at all on these products. So I think that's why Autoglym have gone down the route of offering a 1 litre and a 2.5 litre. And for premium brands like Yum, they offer 500ml and then they offer 5 litre as well. And later on in the video, we will be covering some of these costs per 100ml. So we're going to give you a complete breakdown on all the pricing, but now I want to get outside and put this to the test. Oh, the joys of car cleaning in Britain. It's so rank out here today. Anyway, I'm just going to put 500ml of this in. Kind of annoying it doesn't come with a trigger spray, but I can live with that because I've got so many knocking around. But for some of you, it just might be another thing you need to think about. So of all these types of products, they try to go for this thick gel formula. Reason being is because you're not going to be wasting much product. If you had a very watery chemical, all it's going to do is drop to the floor. But because this can cling, it will stay on for longer. Now, normally with fallout removers, you don't put it on the tyres because it won't deep clean the tyres. But because this has active wheel cleaning agents in it, it should be able to do that as well, which is another reason why people tend to go for the 2-in-1. And look, I am using a bit more than normal. Look, I've used half a bottle on 1 wheel. Not something you're going to be doing in the real world, but I just wanted to see what this is like if we go for a bit of overkill. Whilst I had 1 bottle of Yum wheels left over, I thought I'd spray another wheel to see if there was any difference between the two. So we're just going to leave that now to set, and part of me really wants to scrub the tyres because that's what you would normally do during the process. But because I'm filming it for this video, just going to leave things as they are. Going to go inside and do a quick bit of talking. So whilst we're letting that dwell outside, I just want to take a look at the pricing. Oh, by the way, I really love this idea. Credit to Autoglym. I think it's an amazing idea. Not sure whether they're going to be sticking these with any of the products that go into Halfords, for example, but I'm just saying if you had loads of different car cleaning products on a shelf, wouldn't it be a great idea if we had little flyers like this that gave you a quick step-by-step guide on how to use it and how it all works? I just think it's a magnificent idea, and I do urge more companies to go down that route. Now let's talk about the price point. So for 1 litre of Autoglym, which comes with the trigger spray, it will cost you £19.99, which works out at £1.99 per 100ml. Now they do an alternative version being 2.5 litres at £29. So it works out slightly cheaper per 100ml at £1.20. So it is quite a significant saving. Now going back to Yum Cars, which are probably one of the more premium brands out there, more expensive ones you would say, they only offer 500ml and 5 litres. So for 500ml, it's going to cost £3.20 per 100 mils, but then 5 litres will cost you £1.30. Now, because Autoglym don't do 5 litres, what I've worked out here is, because we've got 2.5 litres, it will be £59.98. It will cost £1.19 per 100 mils. So there's only going to be an 11p difference whether you've got 5 litres of Autoglym and 5 litres of Young Wheels. So it just shows you that whatever brands you buy, if you buy in bulk, it's definitely going to be a lot cheaper. Anyway, I believe the wheels are probably going to be fully dwelled now, so let's get outside and get back to the video. I would say that looks absolutely amazing. Part of me wants to brush it, but I may just jet wash it to see how well it's going to work with just a pressure washer, just for this test. You can see where it has removed a lot of the dirt, and I do believe that if I'd just taken a brush to this and a brush here, these wheels would have looked as good as new. I'm highly confident in that. In fact, let's see. I just reckon this would just come up looking as good as new, because I didn't wash all the chemical off, not 100%. There's still a bit here to work with. Bearing in mind, these are very tatty wheels anyway. So with a bit of agitation, let's even have a go at the tyres. Yeah, because I didn't blast them heavily. So just a quick going over with my Vican brush. Nice. So I've pretty much had the same dwelling effects as the Autoglym with the Yum. I'm just going to give it a rinse off. Not bad. Not bad at all. Last week, me and my cousin Matt were cleaning his cheap £300 Mini, so we gave this a go with the 2-in-1 wheel cleaner. It has that eggy smell that you find with all fallout removers. And this time around, we used a soft brush to see if it made any difference, and the results were incredible. And also, it was a few years ago I was using Yum wheels on this Audi Q7, and I layered it up with some snow foam, which gives you even longer dwell time, helping you get the best out of the product. This rain just does not stop. Anyway, I've made some pros and cons about both of these products. By the way, they're equally brilliant. I mean, for somebody who's never cleaned a car before, you're going to struggle to be able to tell the difference with them. Now, I have to say, the only negative things that you will find with any product like this that's like a fallout remover is it will make your clothes absolutely stink, because it doesn't matter how many times you use it, even if you use a few squirts, it lingers on your clothes, and if you put your clothes in the washing machine, it can make your other clothes smell a bit funky if you don't have fabric softeners, etc. So that's one thing to be cautious of. Also, you've got to bear in mind, they're not the cheapest products out there. However, what they do really well is they will save you a lot of time. So ideally, if you're somebody who's more on the lazier side, this could be a definite winner for you. Anyway, if you want to know a little bit more about wheel cleaning, where I go a little bit more in depth on how to get a deep clean on your wheels, then you can go and watch this video right here.